Well, a big night for Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship. Nearly 69,000 fans here in the Georgia Dome. We hope a whole bunch listening to our webcast and a whole bunch more watching live in HD on Speed. It was a banner night for the sport. James Stewart, he's a superstar, 7 in a row, now has the points lead, but he left a heck of a battle behind him in his wake.
He did, and that battle was, between Brock Hepler, which had a great start. He was up there battling with Villapoto. Chad Reed got into it in the mix. They dropped Hepler. Hepler put in a great ride, by the way, finished up 5th tonight in only his 3rd Supercross season. He's a rookie, lap riders got in the way of Reed. He passed Villapoto. Villapoto passed him back because some lap riders were in the way, but, it's the same old thing. It's Stewart out front, Reed was 2nd, and 3rd was, Ryan Villapoto. We always have that 3rd, we don't know if it's going to be Villapoto, Millsap, Short. We don't know who's going to get in there, and that's what makes it interesting. But we got another guy to add to the mix, and Brock Hepler. He's only going to get stronger, and unfortunate that another factory rider did not make that main event. That's Michael Byrne.
Yeah, that's 4 races in a row that a factory rider hasn't made it. That's how deep this competition is. A little less deep in the Supercross Lights East class because a tough break first, literally a tough break for Brett Metcalf, who was 2nd in points coming in, breaks his collarbone, he's out. Austin Stroop was looking to put it to the boys tonight, and then he ran into trouble.
Like we always say, he looked strong. Everybody thought if you were a betting man, you say Stroop's going to win this thing, but coming out of turn number 10, the right-hander after the finish line jump, he stalls it. He got a little cross-rutted and stalled it, couldn't start the motorcycle, ended up working up and finished in 7th. Not a bad ride, but what a great battle we had for that 3rd between Martin Davalos and the rookie Blake Wharton there. Those guys went back and forth at each other, but Christophe Porcel comes away with his 2nd win of the season, 2 in a row for him, and what do you say, Nico Izzy put in a great ride. He had the hardest night, I think, of anybody here. He had a practice crash. He ran in the back of somebody in the whoops, had a crash in the heat race, had to go to the last chance. He starts the last chance. They go 1 lap. It gets red flagged. He has to come back. But, he was making that outside work on that starting line because he got a couple chances to start. Comes away with that win in the last chance race, and then for sure we thought, there's no way he's going to come out of the first turn in the top 5, and lo and behold, he comes out of there with a top 5 and he ends up finishing 2nd. But he wants to try and win one, but like you said, unfortunate for Brett Metcalf, and what a great ride for Martin Davalos. And I look for next weekend in Indy. I'm excited because Blake Wharton, he's got something to train for now. He had that 3rd on the last lap, but just some rookie mistakes left the door open. Martin Davalos, the wily veteran that he is, squared him up on a couple corners, and he knew those last couple, I better go to the inside because this rookie may come in and try to take this 3rd away from me.
Now, you mentioned A, a wily veteran, and B, Indianapolis. One of the old wily veterans, Michael Rocco, will be designing the course next week for his home race in Indianapolis. He's no longer a racer, but he's been around. It should be a good track and a good race next weekend. Yeah, and you mentioned that. I'm excited just because of the fact that we're going to a new dome. We're going to have to find the way to the press box. Where are we going to go? All the fast shortcuts. You got a lot of people in these stadiums coming for the pit parties and everything at Toyota, Jägermeister. So, I always try to find some lines, to get around that. I wait till the last minute to get up to the booth. But I'm looking forward to seeing that Lucas Oil dome. That's going to be a good one from Indianapolis. Of course, we'll have the coverage right here on supercrossonline.com. He's Jim, I'm Jason. That's a wrap from Atlanta. We'll see you next week.